years ago. I thought it was rice, and so every time I'd look for it when I was a little kid, I'd go to the rice section. Mom had to say, honey, it's a pasta, and I'm like, oh. So orzo, to anybody that isn't familiar with it, is a pasta, and you'll find it in the pasta section at the grocery store. I've cooked it just like it says to do on the package. I have it draining in the sink back here, and I'm just building the salad here that has some cherry tomatoes cut in half in there. I'm adding in cucumber to it, and really you can add anything that you want into it. These are the basic ingredients that are going to make this a nice and refreshing salad that's going to be so delicious. You can have it for a nice little snack, or you can just have it for dinner. Serve it up with some nice artisan bread on the side, maybe some cheese. And if you work here at Channel 2 and don't want to deal with Ron Bird moaning and groaning because there's no meat in it, there's a chicken breast. He can share that with everybody too. So you can serve it also with chicken if you so desire. To this also, I'm going to add some pitted and drained Kalamata olives. I love Kalamata olives, and so I add a lot of them into there because I think it is so good. And to it also some chopped up little tomatoes, like I said. I'm going to add some parsley into it. And then I'll add the orzo, the cooked orzo that's drained back in the sink. I'm not going to add in the feta cheese quite yet, and I'll explain why, because feta cheese really has a tendency to disintegrate. So I'll explain what that is and how to prevent that so that your salad is the freshest possible thing when you serve it to you or your guests.
And I'm not moaning and groaning anymore because I see the chicken breast
anymore. But
why would you moan and groan?
Well, because there's no chicken.
You need some
I
protein.
like that kind of protein.
All right, I get that.
You know, I gotta say, my favorite line was, they're gonna have a guy from that last soundbite.
They're gonna have a guy. There's always a guy.
Okay, there's always a guy. Yeah. They're gonna have a guy.
They're gonna have a superstar guy.
I guess.
To lead them
all
to
right,
the
let's finish this up here, you guys, with some lemon vinaigrette here. Fresh lemon juice. I have a little splash of sugar in there just because I prefer a little splash of sugar. Some red wine vinegar that I want to add in there for flavor also. To this is going to be olive oil. Add some olive oil into it. We're going to whisk this all together with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and you know me, as I always say, I like to use like a seasoned salt that has everything in it. So this is just one that has garlic and some paprika and salt and pepper in it. So just mix that all together into it, and we're going to fold it into the salad here. Now notice that I have not added in the feta cheese because at this point, if you add in the feta cheese, it dissolves, and it just becomes kind of gross, and so I don't like that. And so what I actually do is reserve the feta cheese, and I'll just sprinkle it right on at the very, not even the end at this, but just when I go to serve it, I'll sprinkle it on top of the salad itself. And then that way, the feta cheese will remain beautiful, and you won't have feta cheese dissolved and melted in your salad here. So to serve it up, I'm going to just scoop it into there. You can cut up that chicken breast and put it on top of that. It's up to you, however you'd like to serve it. This, though, on its own is going to be perfect just like this for a nice snack or a yummy dinner. Head on over to KUTV.com for the recipe. It's also featured today on my website, cookingwithchefbryan.com. Head over there, grab it, and enjoy a really light and refreshing idea for dinner tonight.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Colorful. Yeah. It's a feast for the eyes and then for your mouth, too.
Hearts.
Thanks, Bryan.